Last week on Bebop, we fiddled with our outboard and fixed our diesel engine. This week on Bebop, we're fiddling with the outboard, getting groceries, more outboard fiddling, and finally rededicating the bow. We hope you enjoy this week's adventure aboard Bebop. In our last vlog, we left you with the spoiler that we got the lower unit off of the outboard. With some torque, a hammer, and patience, I freed the bolts holding it in.
Nice! We just wanted to loosen that bolt. This one's loose. I'm stuck.
Do I need to move things for you?
No, I got this.
Does it come out?
Holy.
Good job. I see you got the lower unit off the outboard.
We got it off. I didn't think it would be possible.
How'd it go?
Pretty well. There's a nut back, a bolt right here that goes there, and little known fact, when you put stainless into aluminum, it has a galvanic reaction and can seize the bolts. So yeah, that was interesting. A little bit of leverage. Fortunately, it didn't snap.
So, I guess when we come back later today, you have a project.
Yep. There's an impeller in here, and we have to slide it all the way up and slide the new one on. Yep. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Alright.
But we have some work to do.
First thing up this week is provisioning. And yeah, so I'm off to go get our groceries.
And Simon is rowing me to shore. He'll row himself back. Thank you, Simon.
Once I get the outboard fixed, we will use that instead. This is motivation.
Yep.
One quick car trip, and a paddle later.
Got it. I don't think we have anything fudgy either. Alright, so now that we got all of our provisions aboard, we have to put them away. Sir already did all the labeling. However, since we have stuff in the pantry right here, there's a freezer over there, and as we provision more and more, we're gonna have food everywhere. So to help us keep track, we made a little app called Quartermaster Yacht Inventory. So, really simple. I'm putting away the canned chicken. Oh, we need a picture of it too. We have 4 cans and they go on the pantry's bottom shelf. So I just add those. Take a new photo. Let's do a fancy little photo right here. Use photo. That's that. And now, I put them where I said I'm going to put them. It's a little bit of extra work, but it helps us keep organized. And we just repeat the process for all of these. If you're curious about the app, we'll leave links in the doobly-doo down below. It's free to download on both the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Alright, time to replace the water pump on the outboard. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so this is the lower unit of our outboard. Mercury 5 horsepower 2-stroke. And right in here is the water pump. So we have 4 bolts to remove. This slides up, and there should be an impeller in there. Let's see how we can take this apart. We cleaned off the old gasket. Now we're going to put the new one on. This is the one that goes on the bottom. Then we have this metal plate. And then we have the top one. All of it slides down the drive shaft. And then we have our new impeller. Check out the difference between the old and the new. The old impeller has like cracks and it's not very good. New. And then we're going to get it over everything. Water pump replaced. Now we just have to put it back in. Some smart genius working at Mercury or any one of the other main manufacturers of outboards decided that you should have the drive shaft connect directly into the cylinder, the crank. So you have this super long drive shaft. But the water pump is another really long pipe that has to connect into here, and this is the shift linkage that has to connect into somewhere in there about midway up. All of this has to align. If we don't get it aligned, boat no run.
Alright, best of luck.
It took some serious finagling to get the lower unit back in. From a maintenance perspective, this sucks.
The lower unit is back on. I might be cursing the designer who decided to line up the 3 separate pipes. But now, let's see if I put the gear shift back together correctly. And let's get the motor back in the D. Ready?
Ready?
Let's do this. Once again, we ask the question, will Simon drop the motor in the water? Even if it looked easy, I think it's heavy. So now we're going to test, will she start? Is she in the appropriate gear? Should be in neutral. And how much water do we get? Ready?
Ready?
Don't lose my hat.
Fuel open?
Yeah, it feels open.
The hell? Why'd it die?
No idea.
Does not sound right.
It's like she's running in reverse or something.
Try again? Yeah, she's running. What gear do you have her in?
Neutral. I just figured out I forgot a piece.
What did you forget?
There's a gasket that goes on there.
Okay.
Alright, put the gasket back on there. Now, will we actually be able to have her run normal?
That sounds normal.
She's in reverse.
Proper reverse?
What?
Is she in proper reverse?
Proper reverse.
Proper forward? Proper neutral?
She can't go back any further. But she's currently in neutral.
Okay.
So when I pop her in forward, it's actually idle.
Neutral?
Or yeah, neutral.
Okay.
God damn it.
Well, what next?
I gotta pop this off. And get into the thing. I gotta loosen it like a couple turns. Then put it into neutral. Or, yeah, neutral. And then tighten it back down, put it all back together, and then we test again.
Got it in the right position?
Okay. Yeah. So this little clip right here.
Yeah. It just goes onto the shift lever.
It goes into a thing on the top of the flywheel. There's a little lever. I'll get some B-roll of that later. Just a little lever that keeps you from turning the flywheel if you're in gear. Right now, I need it to be in gear.
You get it?
Nope, it's gone.
Some quick thinking and we busted out the self-amalgamating tape. This wasn't perfect, but it does reduce the straight pipe exhaust.
More? We can try.
Water flow's not changed.
Oh no.
Only a few days later, the engine's behavior changed for the better.
When we replaced the water pump, I was only dripping, and now that's a full piss stream right now. So I think just having the water pump run, we were able to clear whatever blockage was in there. Which means there's only one thing left. To replace the grommet I dropped in the water.
Let's go back in time now. This week, we went through a monumental event with the boat. Let's get to preparing for the big day.
In the next couple days, we're going to be rechristening the vessel. So, now that we have our engine running and all that, no fuel polish yet, but we'll be working on that as well. I'm going around and I'm taping all the broken boards so that we can fix, patch, so that when we have guests aboard the boat, they're not going to injure themselves with the broken boards. It's just a temporary fix so that we can just keep things a little safer on the boat. Let's get to it. So, that is all the teak boards taped up. Now we just need to pull out the caulk gun and the Sikaflex, and we can get to gluing them back down. Also, we need to find some weights to put on top of these boards. Well, off to the races.
This project went fairly well, without too much difficulty. The results will do for now. On to the next day. Today, it is the big day. We are rededicating to the boat.
So we're doing the rededication because, well, many sailors value their traditions and striking the old name. This vessel has a lot of history to her, and we want to preserve that history. The previous owner was the only owner before us, so we want to preserve that with her as we go forward. Previously, she had been 45,000 nautical miles around. She's been across the Atlantic several times, up to Nova Scotia and as far as the Bahamas. So we're going to preserve that, and eventually we'll have a plaque in the same style as what the Great Lakes freighters carry, commemorating the different names of their vessels throughout history. So, rededication. Since this is technically a magic, we're casting a spell to preserve the good luck of the boat. So today, it is an evening of celebration. And also on today, Neptune is at opposition, meaning this is as close as Neptune is looking at us. So, on to the rededication.
I want to say, gotta be pretty happy with this because there was the rainbow earlier.
Hopefully that is a blessing.
Hopefully.
So today we will not be wiping the previous name from Neptune's ledger. We do feel that would also be disrespectful to the previous owner and to the sea itself because of her history. So we're going to dedicate the boat under a new name out of respect for that, out of respect for the history, the sea, and those who came before us. O great ruler of the seas, mighty Neptune, guardian of the deep, and all gods and spirits who guard those who travel upon these waters, we come before you in reverence. This vessel has long borne the name Legacy, and under that name she carried her crew. We honor Vaughn and his family, who kept watch over her and whose care carried her to this day. May our stewardship be as faithful. We offer thanks to you for the protection and fortune granted during that time.
For a
Generous splash for Neptune. Right? That's good. We don't get him drunk. We ask now that you continue your favor as this vessel takes on a new chapter. We ask that you bless her and all who sail upon her, granting safe passage, fair winds, and calm seas. Her spirit remains linked to her past and her respect to those who came before. Her old name shall not be forgotten, but from this day forward, she shall also be known as Bebop. More champagne for Neptune, and hold the bottle high. High.
Like so?
Yep. Neptune and all spirits of wind and wave, bless this vessel in her new life. May she carry her crew safely. May her hull be strong, and may her journeys be filled with fair winds and following seas. So we're now going to do the wind spirits.
Okay, tell me which one.
Face the direction. To Boreas, north wind, give us strength. North wind, from south to north.
So this is ways north?
Yeah, ways north. To Zephyrus, west wind, grant us gentle breezes.
West wind?
To Eurus, east wind, bring us fair passage.
East wind?
To Notus, south wind, grant us warmth and calm seas.
South wind?
This vessel, once called Legacy, shall forever be remembered and respected. Today she is rededicated with the new name Bebop. May all who sail aboard her be blessed with courage, luck, and safe return. May she bring joy, adventure, and safe return to her crew. Let us toast her new life. Let us toast her new life. Cheers.
To Bebop!
To Bebop!
To Bebop, thank you for keeping us safe, and please keep us safe on all our future adventures.
After completing the ceremony, we took the boat out for a quick,
evening sail.
We didn't get any footage, unfortunately, but it wouldn't really have mattered because it was also super dark.
Yep, it was pretty dark at the time.
We managed to get out there just as the sun set, and the light goes quick here in Annapolis in the fall.
But hey, we did the ceremony, and we took her out and sailed her under her own power. We had her, sailing with just the Genoa and some light air, and she was really, really happy.
Just the Genoa, light air. We were doing only 2-3 knots, but the boat was happy. We were happy. Everyone on board was happy.
Yep.
It was a very beautiful evening to do the whole thing because, I don't know.
We had a rainbow followed by a pretty nice sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say Bebop was very happy to take us and our family out sailing for the evening.
If you enjoyed, please leave a comment down below.
Leave a like.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Bing!
Thank you for watching. See you next time.